Having a conference or hearing for an unfair dismissal claim can be daunting for employees and employers. Hearing rooms are often unfamiliar places, and you may not understand who everyone is and what they do. This video will give you a tour of a hearing room. First, we'll explain who is there and what they do. Then we'll show you where everyone sits. Finally, you'll see how a hearing operates. Let's start with who is who. Every hearing room looks a little bit different, but they all have the same people in common. The person at the front is the member of the commission. They are the person who will decide the case. As a sign of respect, you need to stand and bow as the member enters or leaves the room, and you must address them using their correct title.
Each member has a different title and has different preferences in how they should be addressed. So a party to the hearing should always ask the associate before the hearing as to how they should refer to the member.
The associate is the person sitting in front of the member. They help the member conduct the hearing. They swear in witnesses who will be giving evidence, and they handle the paperwork and administration. The associate will come into the hearing room before the case commences. The associate will introduce themselves and take down your name. This is called taking appearances.
During that time, parties to the hearing can ask any questions of the associate on what is going to happen during the hearing and any protocols involved.
The large table in the room is called the bar table. This is where the employee and employer representatives sit, while you may sit behind them. If you don't have a representative, you will sit at the bar table. The associate can help you if you're not sure where to sit. You don't have to wear business clothes to your hearing, but you should be neatly dressed. The employee or their representative sits to the right-hand side of the bar table as you face the front of the room. The employee is called the applicant. The employer or their representative sits on the left-hand side of the bar table. The employer is referred to as the respondent. If it's an appeal, check where to sit with the associate. Finally, at the back of the room, there are seats where people can sit to observe a hearing. This is where your family members or support people sit. A hearing may also be open to the media and members of the public. A conference, on the other hand, is private and observers are not permitted. But your support person is allowed to be in the conference with you. So that's what and who you can expect to see in the room. Now let's look at how a conference or hearing is conducted.
Silence please, all stand.
Once everyone is ready, the member enters the hearing room and the associate announces that the conference or hearing is in session.
The Fair Work Commission is now in session. Please be seated.
Everyone stands as the member enters and bows before the member sits down.
This is a Section 394 application between
The
John
conference
Doe
or
and
hearing
Felix
then
Price.
gets underway. By the time you reach this stage, both sides have submitted written witness statements and an outline of their submissions.
An outline of submissions are the legal arguments. So in an unfair dismissal application, it would be all the arguments as to why someone thinks that they were unfairly dismissed. A witness statement is the evidence. So that would be an outline of the events leading up to the dismissal.
During a hearing, witnesses may be called to the witness box. The witness is sworn in and may be asked questions about their witness statement. The opposing party can cross-examine the witness, while the member may also ask some questions to clarify the witness's evidence. At a conference, the applicant and the respondent are sworn in at the bar table. Other witnesses may be sworn in at the bar table or in the witness box. The questioning and cross-examining of the witness is the same as for a hearing. In both situations, a witness must promise to tell the truth.
The associate will ask the witness whether they would like to take an oath or an affirmation. Once the witness confirms either of those, the associate will ask them to repeat after the associate and will walk them through the affirmation or oath.
Affirmations do not refer to any religious belief, while oaths are sworn on religious writings such as a Bible. We have oaths for all major religions. The associate can help you with your requirements. Sometimes TV screens on the wall are used when witnesses or members are in different states. If there are a lot of witnesses, the questioning may take a long time. Most cases take several hours to hear, while some take several days. Once all the evidence and submissions have been presented, the hearing is over. The member will then leave the room. Once again, everyone stands. In some cases, the member may give their decision at the end of the conference or hearing, but usually the member's decision is reserved. That means it will be announced later. Before you have your hearing, you should also watch the video, What Happens at Conferences and Hearings. It tells you what you will need to do to prepare your case.